Good morning. I'm going to go over the first activity with you about climate change, and what we're looking at are things that we can do moving forward to either mitigate the things that are causing climate change, or adaptations for what we can do as climate change continues. So I already made a video talking about the differences between mitigation and adaptation. So with this particular activity, this is on Haiku, this sheet right here, handout 1. What you're going to do is you're going to get a blank piece of paper. And on the blank piece of paper, you want to make 2 columns. Okay? So I've got a little space up here for my columns, and I'm going to write mitigation in 1 column, and I'm going to write adaptation in another column. The next thing I have to do is take this handout, so you're going to need to print it out, and you're going to cut out every single box here. So for instance, I'm going to take this first set of boxes, I'm going to take these first 2, and remember, you're going to cut all of them out. And I've got these 2 boxes. So now what I need to do is I need to determine, where do these boxes go? Is this mitigation? Is it adaptation? Is it maybe a little bit of both? Most are going to be one or the other. So you're either going to place it in 1 column or the other. So if we take a look at this first one, coastal defenses, it says coastal defenses in New Orleans are built up so that rising sea levels coupled with storm surge, both likely effects of global warming, don't lead to a repeat of the events that occurred when Hurricane Katrina struck in 2005. So the question then is, are we mitigating, are we reducing the things that are causing climate change so that we don't have as severe climate change, or are we making some kind of adaptation towards just dealing with the climate change and the effects of it as it comes? And in this case, building coastal defenses is just saying, okay, we're going to adapt to the changing climate and the rising seas, and that adaptation we're going to use is coastal defense, or seawalls to protect cities. And that's what you got to do. Put all of these cutout boxes in 1 column or the other. Thank you. All right, let's look at the next activity. And on Haiku, you're going to find this handout, handout 2, climate change mitigation strategies. So we're just looking at things to mitigate climate change. So remember, mitigation is about stopping the things that are causing climate change from happening, or at least lessening those things. So example might be, a simple example might be reducing the amount of CO2 that we put into the atmosphere. These are all strategies that would do that, that would mitigate climate change. So what you're going to do here, you're going to get a blank piece of paper again, and right in the middle, long ways, you're going to write realistic, and then you have a continuum, and over here you're writing unrealistic. Okay. So I have a continuum from totally realistic to completely unrealistic, and you're going to judge these strategies and then paste them on the line where you think they would be appropriate. So again, I'm going to cut out my first 2 boxes. You're going to cut all these boxes out. I've got my 2. So, okay, so we've got our boxes here. You're going to paste them on this page either towards the realistic side or towards the unrealistic side, or in the middle. If it seems a little bit halfway, like maybe realistic, then you could put it in the middle somewhere. You can use anywhere on the paper. It just depends on where it is on the spectrum, right? So if I look at this first one, stop or ban the logging of old-growth forest and promote widespread reforestation. And this is based on what your feelings are on it. So there's no set correct answer. So I might say, well, I think we could stop logging old-growth forests, but I don't think we could reforest, do like widespread reforestation. So I'm going to put this a little bit over on the realistic side, and I'm going to paste that there. This next one, reduce unsustainable consumption habits, replacing them with forms of personal satisfaction that have a smaller impact on the environment. This just means unsustainable consumption. I'm going to stop buying so much stuff, and I'm going to be happier, personal satisfaction, I'm going to be happier with simply taking walks out into nature rather than buying the latest, gas guzzling car, or buying the, I don't know, biggest oven that I can find. I'm going to try and do things more simply. Now I might think, you know what, that's just not realistic for our society. So I might paste it over here near the unrealistic portion of the paper. Because I feel that these are ingrained habits. Consumerism is an ingrained habit, and that would take generations for us to try and lose that habit. Okay, so you're going to do all those and put them on the paper from either realistic to unrealistic. All right, thank you very much.